Many of the migrants who embark north toward Arizona are fleeing the Border Patrol, not running towards them for help. A stark contrast from the Texas border, where the vast majority of undocumented immigrants from Central America seek to be apprehended in a bid for asylum. This is in part due to rampant human trafficking in the area, where smugglers called coyotes use immigrants to transport arms and narcotics across the border and through tunnels underground. The U.S. Border Patrol granted Voice of America access to the 1.6-kilometer Morley drainage tunnel that runs north from Mexico into Nogales, Arizona. The tunnel was originally built to avoid flooding on U.S. territory due to the higher elevation of its neighbor city, also called Nogales, across the Mexican border.
So the gate's set up, when enough water pressure hits it, it's hinged from the ceiling and it lifts up to let the water through, but it goes back down to keep the people out. And then that gate's in place too. There's one to the north. And the reason for that is the smugglers would come in from the north and mess with all this infrastructure, the lighting, the cameras, and everything in here that monitors this. So we had to put gates on both sides.
The pre-existing drain and sewage infrastructure has created opportunities for drug traffickers to excavate and construct illicit border tunnels. Nogales Mayor Arturo Garino praises efforts by the Border Patrol and police to halt construction of most tunnels and prevent them from ever being used. But he believes the tunnels will continue to be developed as long as the incentive remains.
I wish there were tunnels for a subway system. But I mean, we're going to have tunnels, I think, forever, as long as there's a need, and as long as there's somebody in the United States that wants drugs, because that's what they come across. They don't bring undocumented people through tunnels, they bring drugs.
Tucson Sector Border Patrol spokesman Pete Bittigan says agents maintain a heavy presence along the area's 48-kilometer border wall because of the smuggling activity and rely on cooperation with Mexican officials to keep the border secure. From Nogales, Arizona, Ramon Taylor for VOA News.